Hello everyone, welcome to this week's Astrology News Report, an alternate view of world events as seen through the lens of Vedic astrology, presented by yours truly, Ron Berger. Today is March 27th, 2022. In this report, we'll take a look at what's coming up in the zodiac for April 2022. But before we begin, a note to all viewers. The weekly videos on this channel are available to people who donate to the channel. You are watching the once-a-month free public video. If you would like to have access to the upcoming month's weekly reports, stick around for the link at the end of this video to make your donation. Thanks. As we enter April 2022, the Mars-Saturn conjunction that began in late March is becoming exact. The exact conjunction will be on April 4th at 28 degrees sidereal Capricorn. Mars and Saturn have distinctly different qualities. Mars is the planet of force and aggression, and is impatient for results. Saturn is the planet of delay, caution, and the established order. The combination of these two planets can give some good outcomes. Saturn helps to focus Mars's action quality, leading to concentrated action. Saturn's persistent nature adds to Mars's need for victory, resulting in ultimate victory. But simultaneously, since Saturn is the planet of restriction, it can limit Mars's ability to act. In Vedic astrology, both of these planets are considered natural malefics, in other words, capable of causing harm. Mars is the planet of war, and therefore violence. Saturn is the planet of harsh realities and suffering. So these two teaming up together in the zodiac definitely can lead to some pretty nasty results: concentrated violence and misery. The conjunction of Mars and Saturn will end when Mars changes signs. On April 7th, Mars proceeds into sidereal Aquarius, leaving Saturn behind in Capricorn. Mars in Aquarius is the planet of action in the sign of social humanitarian. Aquarius is reform-minded. Aquarius wants to make the world a better place. Aquarius is progressive. On the downside, Mars is combative, and Aquarius has fixed ideas and preformed opinions. In any case, this new combination of Mars and Aquarius will benefit the social liberals of the world. Another important combination now in progress in the zodiac is the conjunction of Jupiter and Neptune. Neptune has been transiting in sidereal Aquarius since 2009. Neptune creeps along in the zodiac, only making a few degrees progress each year. Jupiter came into Aquarius last November, and at the end of March, the two planets are only 3 degrees apart. The exact conjunction of Jupiter and Neptune will be on April 12th, at the very last degree of Aquarius. Jupiter conjunct Neptune means the planet of truth, law, belief, faith, optimism, and wealth is compelled to combine with the planet of dreams, fantasy, illusions, distrust, and suspicion. This arrangement gives rise to various outcomes, ranging from irrational hope to distrust of the law and distortion of the truth. Basically, Jupiter plus Neptune makes it hard for people to be realistic. Jupiter is wealth and prosperity. Neptune is doubtful and confused. Jupiter gets away from Neptune when it transits into sidereal Pisces on April 13th. It takes Jupiter a year, on average, to transit through a sign. So this is a fairly significant development. One of the major planets is changing signs. Pisces is a sign owned by Jupiter. A planet in its own sign is strong for both the planet's and the sign's significations. Jupiter is considered the main benefic planet in Vedic astrology. It's the planet of good fortune, Guru's grace, optimism, and opportunity. Pisces is the sign of faith and hope, the sign of human ideals. Pisces is a water sign based in the emotions. Pisces is sentimental. The downside of Jupiter in Pisces is relying too much on faith. In other words, false optimism, the rose-colored glasses scenario. Another planet will be moving into Pisces at the end of April. After spending most of the month in Aquarius, Venus changes signs and enters sidereal Pisces on April 27th, and thereby joins Jupiter and Neptune as well, which comes into Pisces a few days before. This sets up a three-planet conjunction that lasts for several days as we transition from April into May. In Vedic astrology, Venus is considered exalted in Pisces. In other words, some of its best qualities are emphasized. Venus is the planet of love and devotion, the planet of peace and harmony. Pisces is idealistic, hopeful, and sentimental. Jupiter and Venus are both benefic planets, so having the two of them together for a week or so should be good. Jupiter is prosperity. Venus is finance. Should be good for the stock market. Jupiter is wisdom. Venus is guidance. Maybe we can get some wise guidance, finally. Venus is love. Jupiter is opportunity, just in time for a spring romance. Venus's love and devotion joins with Jupiter's beliefs and religion, and now add in Neptune, which can be delusional. With this combination, people tend to get carried away with their beliefs. Also, Venus is the planet of pleasures, and when combined with Jupiter, the planet of increase, we get excess. In other words, too much of a good thing. Another conjunction that will be happening in April is Mercury joining up with Uranus. Uranus has been slowly transiting through sidereal Aries since 2017. On April 8th, Mercury enters Aries and starts heading towards Uranus. Mercury is the planet of rational thinking and making decisions. Aries is the sign of initiative, a sign that likes adventure and taking on new challenges. So, this combination is good for coming up with new ideas. Uranus is the planet of freedom and sudden events. Uranus tends to be unconventional and rebellious. Mercury plus Uranus can result in rebellious thinking. It's also the planet of making decisions, with the planet of sudden events, which can lead to rash decisions. But it can be good for sudden inspiration, even enlightenment. Since Mercury is the planet of communications and therefore the media, adding Uranus, the planet of the unexpected, indicates that there will be surprising news reports. The exact conjunction of Mercury and Uranus is on April 17th. Okay, so there's a brief look at planetary patterns for April 2022, and here's a description of what's coming up in this month's videos. April 3rd, analysis of Mars in Aquarius and the effects for each rising sign. April 10th, an analysis of Jupiter in Pisces and the effects for each rising sign. April 17th, an update on planetary patterns and predictions for world events. April 24th, Venus with Jupiter in Pisces and the effects for each rising sign. And then on May 1st will be a preview of planetary patterns for May 2022. You'll not want to miss out on all these great upcoming videos, so if you would like to have access to April's weekly reports, donate $20 by clicking on or touching the donation card you see at the end of this video, which will take you to a donation page. And if $20 for a month is too much, you can donate $10. The link to each week's report will be sent to you via your email. Here's the link. Just click or touch the card, which will take you to the donation page. And if the card does not appear or doesn't work, you can find the link in the comment section below. Thank you, and until next week.